the new phones don't have fucking jacks for me to plug into, so I can't. I was like, you know what? I thought I was gonna call it and just call it a wrap for today's podcast. Like that's stressing me out. My chest is actually starting to hurt. I'm like, yo, I keep forgetting her name, but Cecilia, take me now, whatever her name is.
Oh shit. Oh man.
Fucking Knicks again. Don't know how to close out games or shit this season.
Basura.
Alright, let's see how I'm gonna work this.
By the way, I put my order in. We should be here by the end of this week.
Oh, bet. I gotta remind Mark.
I saw it immediately. Like, oh, nah. I had put my order in.
Focus. God, don't touch it.
Alright, let's try something simple as. I can't even close it out. Oh, it closed out. Okay, let's try this thing. Nothing closed in there. You just don't like me today. Whatever. Let's see how shitty this sounds. At least get that updated. Superman. Okay, at least got that updated. Okay, so I think we could do YouTube. I just don't think we can get Podbean regularly. But we can get the shit for the website. And I'll work on... if you have headphones, you may just have to listen to Podbean, or just watch Podbean for like if SB, or listen for some shit and see how that works. Like turn your mic off and then
Basically how it is.
headphones.
Basically how it is when I call in remotely.
I guess so, yeah. Let's see if that'll work. It was cool, okay, because I didn't even have Podbean on my phone anymore. Like that's, like I took it off some time ago. I needed to make space for some shit. Start a live cast. I haven't done a live cast from the phone since like the first generation of Podbean. Like shit is so fucking different now. Let's get you cleaned up. Why can't I get on next thing? Yes. While using the app. Yes. Alright. Let's see what happens here now. Oh, okay. That's where he started live on Podbean. Let's see how that's gonna work. Can you hear it? Oh, you're not there yet. Let me know
I'm
when
not
you're
even
there.
there yet.
Huh?
I'm not even there yet.
Alright, if not. it started for the live show. Let's go ahead and start it for. Oh, look like I already started recording on YouTube. I'm ahead of myself. Alrighty. Let's start the show because shit's all crazy today.
Okay. Big man, you wanna hear some hot takes? Let's see how woke you are. You know something about podcasts? Hell, dígame. You kidding me on what, man? I got these 3 drunk uncles with a sports podcast. They say they got fire takes, pure fuego. You find them wherever you listen to podcasts at. If it's what they say it is, you like and you subscribe. Listen, like, and subscribe, yeah. You know how to call into the show? Yeah, man, do the podbean app. You'll need headphones with a mic to call in. That's no problem, man. They'll also be at Sharky's, 8:07 p.m. on the first Wednesdays of the month. You may get some free Blue Chew. And they keep receipts or so. If anything happens in the sports world, MyT's gonna drop a take faster than a rabbit gets fucked. There's only 3 things I have in this world. My word, my balls, and this podcast. And I don't break them for nobody. MyT Sports Season 7.
Good evening, and welcome back to another edition of the MyT Sports Podcast. I am your host, the one and only Donald My Taylor. It is another Fuego day in the hottest city in the world. It is November 15th. They said we were supposed to have highs of something and lows of something else. It was nice and breezy, lemon squeezy, all kinds of shit in between the kneesy kind of day. Until the nighttime came. And then I tried to start the podcast. Then I had all kinds of technical difficulties. And we had all kinds of shit that popped up for me having to start the show. But you know, the show must go on. We're gonna try to do some shit as best as we can. I hope all audio's working. I hope everybody can hear me. If you can't,
Too bad.
I guess we just call it a lost tape. You know, we got some Knicks talk to talk about. We're gonna talk. We can talk about Superman returning. We're gonna get into the Jets crashing. We're gonna talk about Rex putting his foot in his mouth because you know he got a foot fetish. You really do got a foot fetish, though. We're gonna get into all that and more, maybe less, maybe more, on the MyT Sports Podcast. This is season 7. This is episode 30. This is excerpt 363 of the MyT Sports Podcast. And you know what we say here, regardless of the time.
Take that.
And regardless of the weather.
You play to win the game. Hello?
It's always a good time to talk some sports. Let's stir this motherfucker. You know, let me pack this motherfucking bowl so that we can start talk. So it's a short one today. Let's start talking. Woo! Back at it.
The equipment difficulties done took the soul out of my voice. We don't even have the same energy.
Back at it like a sports fanatic. Like I was saying, like my chest is hurting from all this bullshit. I'm like, I was like, you guys don't understand. You guys almost didn't get a podcast today. You guys really almost didn't get a podcast. I was like, you know what? I was gonna have to call it. Like, so you know what? Let me try one last effort to try to get everything working. Let's see if I can get you something. I realized there was a lot of elements working, and maybe some of them that weren't working. So let's see if we can get enough of the working that's not.
It was me showing up, ladies and gentlemen. It was me showing up.
Probably.
Literally.
It probably was. Like if you didn't.
That
show
literally
up,
sounds like because of something else. But I'm not gonna go there.
No, let's not.
Yeah, like if you didn't show up, I probably would have ended up saying like, yeah, you know, I think I'm gonna cancel the show today.
I know you would have.
Like I was getting right when you walked in, I was getting right to that point when I was like, yeah, I think it's a wrap.
And then I opened the door, and y'all
I was
looked
like,
at me,
shit.
and y'all looked at me like, Like, what the fuck are you doing here? I'm like, I definitely caught the what the fuck are you doing here vibes.
RJ Barrett just smacked him in the face with the ball.
Facts. I mean, but then again, I always ask.
What's going on, SB? How you doing? We just decided we. Okay.
Me to death.
So you can hear me fine there? Oh yeah, I can hear you too. Alrighty. We had a couple of technical difficulties. We had some equipment difficulties, and so I had to rearrange a couple of things to try to get the podcast rolling today. So I'm just hoping that everything continues to stay on the up and up, so that everything can be heard and done with. Oh, we just see Mark pop up in the building. Of course, Mark got the goddamn game on in the background. You know, it's a good thing. It's a good thing that it's not part of the audio that I'm using. Like of course, Mark come in fucking up. Like, I swear, like you see, that's what I'm talking about. Like he just gonna come in with the light skin moment of the day. We gonna have to find that shit. We got L mode, light skin moment of the day.
You a hater.
Listen, it's a different kind of it's a different kind of award. It's based off actions. but you could qualify.
Do you even have to be light skinned to qualify for that?
Nah, you don't gotta
because we're not talking about somebody who's light skinned. It's somebody who's having a light skinned moment.
Exactly. L mode.
That means white people. You qualify too, son. Don't get it twisted. I've ran into some white people who've done some light skin shit.
I do remember the Titans. You mentioned names, and I'm horrible with names, so you're gonna have to be like, hey, remember when this character was that left side or right side? Was that weak side or strong side? I do remember that scene. I fully fact. Can you hear him, KJ? Can you hear him?
Oh, I got SB. It's just
Oh, okay.
I got to see the new Rams. How that shit looking.
The new rims. Somebody got new rims?
Rams, son. Rams.
Oh! Wait a minute! Damn it! You know what? I am not torn. I have 2 TVs.
we got one that's a black screen not being put to use.
Yeah, you have to get that one turned on. Go ahead and push the button right underneath that.
Push the button.
And then
I watched Rush Hour last night.
Which one are you? Which one? Rush Hour 1 or Rush Hour 2?
1. Come on now. Come on, push the button. Yeah, come on, push your button.
Okay, let's
push the goddamn button. And I watched that shit high as fuck. I had never been laughing so hard in my life.
So I'm gonna tell you, I got no birthday shout out for today. Only because, again, technical difficulties.
Buttons right here?
Yeah? Right underneath there. Yeah. There you go. And now, if I can ever find the remotes, then we'll
I got it.
There it goes. Bam. And we'll get the Rams game up on the big screen while we continue to finish up the Knicks game. And as soon as the Knicks game goes
at least the Knicks getting their shit together.
I'm just glad the Knicks aren't blowing another lead because they really needed to go ahead and get this comeback. So you know what? Let's go ahead and how are you doing, Marcel?
Family.
What's going on, man?
Family.
Oh man.
I know, right? The nerve, the disrespect.
That's because you came up with copyright infringement. So like you come up with copyright infringement, they get you in government. I was not responsible for that. You have technical difficulties. Saying technical difficulties. I know we get it into shit. So let's start off our day with some Knicks talk. Let's go ahead and get some Knicks talk because obviously the Knicks are playing right now. About 3 minutes left into the game. Up by 5, 87-82. And when you see this kind of score, you know one thing was mentioned and emphasized for this game. And it's something that the New York Knicks was known for last year that happened to be worst in the league for this year. They went from first to worst in a year. And that was defense. They came with some horrible D this year. And you heard Coach Thibodeau talk about making the necessary adjustments, making the necessary change that he was going to have to be able to get them right so far. Because, hey, after 12 games, it wasn't looking like it. They lost 2 straight games to and these two teams weren't bum teams, because wasn't one of them to Milwaukee?
Yeah.
And another one was a bum team, if I'm not mistaken.
Charlotte?
Was it Toronto?
I know Toronto got him.
No. that was like jabs.
Yeah.
But okay, so it was Charlotte. So
I mean, I just know Charlotte was another L that they took. That L pissed me off.
So, but in both games, you can see that it was defense, lack of effort. Even one point, not the Milwaukee game, but when you also up and you're blowing leads and you're blowing games and you're blowing fourth quarter leads, like that's not good. Because in the first 6 games when the Knicks started off 5-1, we blew a lot of fourth quarter leads. We did. It was just we were holding on. Those second 6 games, 7 games, 8 games, where we only won 2. All of those little comebacks that we were having, all those little rallies. Like, nope, they more look like Carl Jr.'s.
Fucking Ricky Rubio coming into the garden like niggas up. The fuck is that?
Ooh, Derrick Rose got blocked. They got Ricky Rubio out here looking like Michael Jordan and stuff.
Come on.
Looking like he'd put on a pair of. Well, remember that? Looking like the kid from back in the day. He put on a pair of Jordan sneakers, and all of a sudden he got all of his powers and shit like that.
You'd have thought at halftime Ricky Rubio went and watched the Like Mike Gatorade commercials. Sometimes I dream that he is me.
He's like, I heard that the Knicks say that I was just a passer, and I took that personally. Like then he channeled all of his inner Mike. The ceiling is the roof. All of it.
Brick City, bitch nigga.
But New York Knicks look like they put more. I can say they look like they put more effort. They put more effort in defense this game. I haven't seen the whole game. But when you see a score, when you see only 82 points by the end of the game, that's a defensive effort.
Brother, you know my saying when it comes to this defense, dog. Defense is effort. But all this scheme and all this strategy, put people. Do you want to?
So what you're saying is that Evan Fournier and Kemba Walker don't put enough effort on defense? Is that what you're saying?
The film don't lie.
Which, if that's the case, then give me deuces. Like give me more Deuce McBride. Give me some Quentin Grimes. Like, give me GQ and give me Deuce. If it's going to be an effort issue, because I think if you... Oh, I forgot he's no longer in Brooklyn. Karras. You're supposed to break out. So if it's going to be a case of effort, and granted, I said one thing on, I think it was Friday, or I said one thing last week. If Kemba Walker and Evan Fournier is going to be out there, right, and they're going to have half effort on defense, then their offense
needs to be ridiculous.
Exactly.
Superb.
Like it has
Superb.
it has to clean up
15
everything.
From either one.
No, you talking about they got to put up 25 each if that's the case. Both of them. To mask their lack of defense, they can never put up less than 21 points a game. Because why the fuck do I have you out here? If you're not getting buckets and you're not playing defense, I might as well have Alfred Payton back out here again.
Ooh, shit.
Because that's what Kemba Walker was looking like. He was looking like Alfred Payton with better handles and a step back.
ECP has made an appearance on the MyT Sports Podcast Season 7. I never thought I would hear it. That's how you know somebody's not getting it done. That's how you know somebody's not getting it done. If I'm hearing Alfred Payton's name being jacked on the podcast, somebody's not doing their part. Kemba Walker, Evan Fournier, get this shit together immediately, son.
Immediately.
ASAP like the mob. Don't play with it.
ASAP. 57 seconds left. New York Knicks hold on to a 5-point game. I'm just gonna assume I'll just get the game up on here. By the time I get that shit figured out over there and do all the maneuvering, that Rams game is gonna be, you know what I mean? This Knicks game is gonna be over with. I should say, and I hope it is.
You know,
We only go, you know what?
I'm saying with these niggas, I don't know
Yeah.
why. I don't know why every sports team that I love wants to play with my emotions at times. I just want the highs and lows. Think it's all good. It's locked. And then thank God that I'm relatively a calm person when I watch my sports. Otherwise, Lord have mercy.
I am not a calm person when I watch sports.
Yeah, that's the thing. If I wasn't a calm person, listen to the teams I root for. I root for the Knicks, the Yankees, the Steelers, the Hurricanes, LSU. All 5 of these teams, all they do is test my patience week after week. Week after week.
I think that's why I'm having heart palpitations today.
Lord.
Because of what happened this past sports week.
These damn teams are the reason why I have to make sure my ass stays in shape. Drink my gallon of water every day. Because if I wasn't doing that, God forbid. God forbid.
So Tom Thibodeau has cursed out. You can tell he's officially cursed out the Knicks, and he's held them at least accountable. And listen, I don't give a fuck that they only scored 89 points.
I don't give a damn.
That's what we're about. We about that life. Cause this is basically Chicago Bulls back in the his old Chicago Bulls.
Word.
We're gonna hold you to 89 points and win.
I just can't have you letting up 109 or 119 points.
Come on, Huskell!
At least they won the
I'm sorry.
Bowl.
As you guys can tell, like I'm watching this next game as I am also.
Rebound.
Okay, he didn't make that shot. Okay. Shit, didn't Indiana?
They beat the Knicks too earlier this year too.
No. But also, their big man wasn't he in beef with somebody recently?
Oh, Miles Turner
With Kyle Anthony Towns or something like that?
Nah, Gobert.
Would he go? Oh, the stifled tower. Okay. I seen them hugging each other. This
Yes,
nigga go back to the bear hug them. Let's go. Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm telling you, man.
I'm proud. If there's one Nick I'm proud of this year, it's that nigga right there,
RJ
Barrett.
Yes.
I've been on his ass, but so far this year.
Good D, Derek. Kim was on the bench. Okay, so when they close out the game, okay, you know what? No, I don't mind this. If for a good push of the game, you're playing Kimball Walker and Evan Fournier, but very quickly you go to Emmanuel quickly and Derrick Rose. But you know what I want as well? Go deeper. Let's go deeper. You know what I mean? Let's treat it like a late night session with the missus. Go deep, right?
Way
go
deep.
deep,
Way deep.
deep.
And according to you, I think there's something that you could be that
Wait,
you
did I
could
lose
use.
you guys for a minute on Podbean?
Still on.
Oh no. Oh.
I was literally trying to tee up the Blue Chew promo code right there.
Listen, you know what? Let's go ahead and tee up the Blue Chew promo. Let's go ahead and get that banged up. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Listen, I've been all over the place today. So the promo code for Blue Chew. You know, we're gonna bring it a little bit later, right? Because I don't want to do a commercial in the middle of my Knicks deep roster soliloquy. But we will do the Blue Chew promo code right after this. I want to see them go a slight step further. If you're gonna go ahead and pull Emmanuel quick, go ahead and pull Kimball Walker and Fournier as a group, so that you could give Derrick Rose and Emmanuel quickly an earlier shot. Well, if those two guys aren't cutting it, guess what? Go a little bit further. You don't want to wear out Emmanuel quickly and Derrick Rose, but
I could also use Julius Randle not going 5
but you
15
can't-
for 11 points.
Julius Randle been struggling all season and nobody's been talking about it. You know that, right? But what he is getting, because what's end up happening is that he's getting praised for not putting up 20 shots and passing out of these shots and getting everybody else, the ball to do work. So that's why his lack in points is not being talked about. But I thought more people thought that his points would have stayed steady and R.J. Barrett's points would have dropped. And I think it's actually the opposite. R.J. Barrett's points is actually staying steady and going up a little bit, and Julius Randle's points are dropping ridiculously. Mm-hmm. Which is good, which we don't mind. We want to see R.J. Barrett shine here. We want to see him overtake Julius Randle as who's supposed to be the number one guy on this team. Yeah. Like we want. Okay, understood. And we want to see that. So it's not a problem the fact that R.J. Barrett is points total is basically staying similar while Julius Randle is falling off, but also they're tasked with slightly different roles. But the growth of R.J. Barrett is something that all Knicks fans are happy for. Because I was gonna maybe 20. Because one thing I was gonna say is that we are happy. Right? There's one thing that I know for sure. If R.J. Barrett was probably allowed to, right, or if the system was working where he wasn't the third, like the third option or the fourth option in everybody's mind or in the team's mind, he probably would average 25 points a game. He's right about there right now. I see it. Oh, listen. The one thing that I was really hoping for about RJ, hoping for about RJ Barrett, and I still think that he's kind of on this path. I was hoping he could at least, at bare minimum, turn into a Jimmy Butler. And as of right now, I think he's on a Jimmy Butler path. If I'm thinking about Jimmy Butler, his first 3 years on the, Jimmy Butler's first 3 years on the Timbs. If you think about the kind of role that he had and the play, because RJ Barrett's defense is nothing to sneeze at. Like his defensive efficiency is fucking proper. Like I mean he had that one bad game in Orlando where what is all that background shit?
Mark.
Yeah, it's Mark. It's always Mark. It's a L mode. Watch. I'm gonna get. What? That was you. That was you with all the noise in the background. Like, I heard I heard everything. Then a party bus passed by you. Then.
Lounge music.
I got you. It was. I don't know what you were doing, but it was coming in hot at the time. It turned into a party bus. But also, right? Since we're talking about party buses, right? Right? You can make sure that your party
caught me looking,
buses all the time when you have Blue Chew on your side.
Yeah, tell him right now.
If you don't know what Blue Chew is, Blue Chew just happens to be a little blue pill. And what it will do, it give you back all of that thrill. You know that thrill at night, the freaks come in at night kind of thrill? All you gotta do is open up a pack and then head to a sack. Head to the sack. A sack. It don't even gotta be your sack. Shit. Head to somebody's sack. Just make sure it's consensual. Right? It could be
respectfully.
Rough. Like, it's allowed to be rough like Dave Potney. You know, right? But it just gotta be sexual. So open up a pack and then head to a sack. Just a few chews before you do. And if you use this week's promo code of FIMH, so Fox, Indigo, Mike, Hotel, and I don't know why I'm over here like fuck my life kind of shit. As like fucking I'm high. FIMH. Fox, Indigo, Mike, Hotel. You'll be able to get your first order of Blue Chew for free on me from everybody at MyT. All you gotta do is what we gotta do, KJ?
Hey Hey man, she wants you to come strong in advance, so you have to take that blue chew.
I'm saying you don't want to ruin that night. You know what I mean? You and your lady go out. You guys get a little drunk or whatever. She's feeling all frisky. She keep hitting you with the purr, that big old thing, purr. You know what I mean?
Hate to see it.
And next thing you know, you go and you like, yo, she says attention, and you got parade rest.
Ooh.
Ain't gonna work. Blue chew. We'll get you off. We'll get you out of all of and get you into all of the sticky situations that you want to get into. Just chew it, and then all night long,
All night,
all night long,
all night.
just do it. Alrighty, folks, we're back.
Tell him with that Blue Chew promo and the setup is like one of these great quarterbacks on play action. Unbeatable.
Oh no, I don't got you on mute, Mark. I was just doing the Blue Chew promo, so I was ignoring you until it was done. And then my bad. And also because of what's going on today, like you're directly in our ear, so you're not like coming straight through the speakers, which is actually a little bit better because now we can't get canceled for that shit. But now the people at home can't hear you. What's going on? Talk to me. Yeah, let's talk about that. Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit later. I'm down for that. Let's discuss that off here. So, I'm gonna stay. No, word. Definitely, I'm definitely down for that. Let us know what the monetary repercussions is going to be, and we will give you a monetary value for in exchange for your time and efforts, and space. All right. So let's go ahead and stay local, right? And I think I got credit, don't I? I got credit from last year still. Let me see. Whatever. No, he did. Yeah, he did. He did some shit. I was fucking with you. So let's go ahead and stay local, right? I'm gonna move from the New York Knicks to the New York Jets for a minute. Oh my goodness! I just got the football game up. Third quarter, 4 minutes left. San Francisco treat 21, LA Rams 7. La 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 la. Don't y'all niggas got y'all money right? La 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 la. Did you not get the ball to OBJ tonight? I mean, can I not tell you nothing? Nothing? What is going on here? That's why I hate. This is why I hate division rivalry games, B.
Like shit goes anyway, B.
Okay, so you guys can't hear SB, but I will make sure SB's words get out on air. SB just said that Odell Beckham's dad is already getting a highlight reel ready for all the times that Matthew Stafford has missed Odell Beckham. Holy shit! It's gonna be a play like, see, he didn't even target him here. It's like, well, he wasn't even in the play. Exactly my point. Like he was on the sideline for that one.
No. It's not even Mondays, SB. It's every day.
Every day Matthew Stafford and them guys have practice?
No, every day Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp have breakfast in the morning.
Oh,
together.
So how does Odell Beckham get on the list of this Benedict Arnold?
For one, chances are Cooper Kupp seems like somebody who would get very sensitive. Like, this is my quarterback.
Trying to take away my alone time.
This is my time. Odell's tied down though.
This is gonna be interesting. And then I know I heard earlier today that it's possible that Odell Beckham may be returning in punts and kickoffs. I haven't watched the game. Oh, you only heard punts? Well, I heard kick returns. So. See, but that's not even right though, because now that's gonna be a thing. Like every time now Odell Beckham is open, it's always gonna be highlighted now, and that's automatically gonna. That's nothing of his fault, but it's automatically gonna get attached to him as a negative, because what's gonna end up happening, the media now is gonna be showing every time he's open. So now it's gonna be something that's always gonna be stuck in the ear. It's gonna be thick as fuck.
But chances are this not gonna happen as often with this offense. This offense here.
But it don't matter how often it happens. Just every time it happens, they're gonna point it out.
I don't think so. Not with the Rams.
Well, they're already doing it.
It'd have to be flagrantly open. Because it's not.
What's that? Yo, listen.
If you know how to use him the way I think Sean McVay's gonna be able to use him, I don't think that's gonna be a problem. I really don't.
Like I'll tell you, the worst thing that happened to Odell Beckham Jr. was having a highlight and a loss. Like he had to.
I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at this play right here.
Okay, no,
you got Cooper. You got Cooper Kupp, who's
about.
completely naked, open because two guys come out the Odell coming out in the flat.
And he's gone too. Okay. So these all passes to Odell, or is this passes to who? Okay.
No, these are other guys getting open because of Odell's presence.
Okay. And Odell Beckham may
that's a bad pass.
And Odell Beckham may have to understand that. Like, listen, you just may be one of the greatest decoys that we have right now, or the second greatest decoy, right? Because they're either gonna guard Cup or they're gonna try to guard you. But if you're on one side and he's on the other side, and you pull in one direction, they're gonna pull with you, which helps get other guys open.
Like somebody's gonna eat.
Like who matter? Like he doesn't like. And I don't think Odell Beckham has a problem with this, but
it's when we're losing.
Yeah, and you didn't even try to get to me. Well, they all gone. Well,
if Robert Woods didn't get hurt, this would have been a whole.
Oh my God! If Robert Woods didn't get hurt, this would have been ridiculous. Right? We would have been talking about this offense. Oh my God! Oh my like. Oh
I got
my
the
God.
news. I got the news on my phone while I'm at work. I said, "Fuck."
Yeah, when I saw because didn't the Woods injury happen after Odell Beckham was agreed to go there?
Literally.
Yeah. Okay, I thought so.
It happened on Friday.
Somebody told me that. That's why they got Odell. I'm like, no, they got Odell before.
I think Odell officially signed with them on Thursday. The next day is when the tournament.
And then right after that, fucking Woods pulled the Coming to America. You ain't gonna be pulling this. I done fell down the stairs clearing. I want my money.
Cooper Kupp is dropping passes.
I don't know. Cooper Kupp.
That's how you know this is a wrap for tonight. Cooper Kupp is dropping passes.
Woods should not be playing. Yeah, Woods isn't in this game right now. He literally got injured the day that Odell Beckham got signed. It was basically like a body part that that was Billy holding on. Was like, you don't need me now. I can take a rest. Snap, crackle, pop, 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 pop. Hey girl, you want some candy? Fuck you. I was just talking to the horse. I love butter stuff. Oh, ooh.
I'm not even mad at you, SB. I'm not even mad at you. SB. The way the Jets been looking out here is a national embarrassment.
Let's go back. I wanted to continue to do some home talk. So let me go ahead and continue with the New York Jets, right? And I have
damn shame that they represent New York.
I have to put a big pause on everybody out there, period. I don't want to say everybody. I'm talking about the fans, the non-fan, the media members. Because not Matt Jones, but what's the damn guy's name? The quarterback.
For
The Jets.
Mike White, Zach
Mike.
Wilson.
Oh, White. There we go. Mike White.
Mike White.
Okay.
Mike who? Mike White.
So
Oh,
when this week was coming around, what's going on?
Mike has finished.
Already?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because you know why? It's on the phone. Oh, fucking shit. So, let's see what happens here in a few seconds. This is fucking annoying today. And also, I gotta go to T-Mobile, or I have to try to use the warranty on my external Wi-Fi because that shit went out.
Damn it, man.
That shit went out at Sharky's that day. I was like, hey, I guess it just made me time for me to go ahead and just replace every fucking thing that I have. Like, who knows? I think I'm getting to that point. I know I already want to replace the laptop. It could just be like I already replaced the mic. I may have to just go slowly and replace. I replaced the headphones. Like I want to slowly replace everything because I think everything may just start taking its natural time to clunk out. Okay, I think I am back on Podbean.
This game, right?
Yes, I am. We're back on Podbean.
This game, right? Yeah, this is just somebody wants it more.
Mm-hmm.
That's all this is.
So, the New York Jets, coming into this week with Buffalo, had a semi-conundrum. Right? And that was if you wanted to play your rookie quarterback, or if you wanted to put in the quarterback that looked pretty decent a couple weeks ago.
He's a rookie too. They're both rookies.
Well, one is a true rookie, and one has been in the league for 3 years but hasn't played a game. Rookie, in a sense, because that's what Mike White is. Like he's been in the league for 3 years but hasn't played a game. So he's been called up and down like 11 times. So they went with Mike White.
Oh shit, he's from right here in Pembroke Pines too.
Mike White?
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
right here in Pembroke Pines. That's crazy.
Let's go ahead and start a Mike. Let's go ahead and get. We're gonna start targeting all the people that's from here to try to get interviews from. Let's start local. That's what we're gonna do. Mike White, Lamar Jackson, Geno Smith.
Damn, son, he went to university school. Wow.
So
that's crazy.
the quarterback, like Mike White was looking good for a couple weeks ago, and as we know, Zach Wilson was coming back from an injury.
Mm-hmm.
And as he's coming back from the injury, they said, okay, you know what, let's not rush this. Our backup quarterback looked pretty decent. Let's go ahead and put this. Let's go ahead and put in the backup quarterback and go ahead and sit. Let's go and let our who we want to be our franchise quarterback rest a little bit. Now, all of the reasons they said they wanted to do this were completely justified and made sense, right? One, I find no reason to have to start a rookie quarterback. One. So the fact that they were that was one of the reasons. So the fact that they were thinking about, hey, let's go ahead and sit down the rookie after he struggled for the first half of the season, I didn't have a problem with. Let him sit down for a couple of weeks and sit back and watch the game from the sideline. Maybe some, because you never know, like maybe some things that he didn't see before start to click now all of a sudden. Mm-hmm. Like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Just because he gets to see from a different angle for a little bit. But also, like I said, there was one, they didn't want to rush him back because of injuries. Two, yeah, he's a rookie. He hasn't been playing well. Let's go ahead and sit him down for a while. But I don't think anybody was calling Mike White the next quarterback of the Jets. Now, what they were saying, that if he pans out to be a pretty decent quarterback, it'll be a good problem for the Jets to have.
Mm-hmm.
Because at least down there there'll be competition. And if he does turn into the Kirk Cousins to a Robert Griffin, you'll take that. But I don't think again anybody was crowding him the next quarterback of the Jets. And I don't think anybody was quitting on Mac Jones, or not Mac Jones, but on Zach Wilson either. But the talk today is as if like, oh, how do you guys feel now? You was ready to quit on your quarterback. Whoa, who the fuck was quitting on the quarterback? But rookie quarterbacks should sit. We've been going over a list for the last 2-3 weeks now, I feel like, of all of the quarterbacks that did not start immediately. All of these guys that we call great quarterbacks. All of these GOATs and bad men that we have in the NFL. All of these, all of these, you know what I mean? All these Mr. Unlimiteds. You know? And all these,
you can't put him in that one. He started week 1.
But he wasn't looked to be the starter. He took that job, and that's why I slid him in there a little bit. That's just why I kind of slid him in there. He's a backdoor guy. You know?
He's definitely a backdoor guy. Shout out the Future.
So, all of these guys that we look up to, like, but all of these TBs and number 12s and all these, you know what I mean? All of these great individuals that we talk about, and not just the GOATs, but all of these young guns, these next young things, these young sparks, these, oh my God, we've never seen anybody like this now. Oh, is he the next one? Guys that are now like 3 years in the league, 4 years in the league. Guess what? The majority of them sat also their first year. So why would I see a problem of that Zach Wilson now is in a position where they may want to sit him for the rest of the year if Mike White is looking like looking at least like a half decent quarterback? Is that saying that you're giving up on your rookie quarterback? No. It means that you realize that you were going about your process wrong.
Plus, as of right now, can you really trust this offensive coaching staff?
That too.
Can you really trust this offensive coaching staff?
Now, no, you can't.
Come on now.
But can I tell you the other caveat that they also took into consideration? Because I'm just letting you know, right? As bad as things look this week, I'm just letting you know all of the things that they were talking about, and now that they were talking about coming into this week, and how they all of a sudden trying to change their narrative. So now, one of the major things that they wanted to make sure of, that they wanted to protect themselves against, was the fact that they were coming and playing this Buffalo team, and he was just not coming back from injury. And they were like, why risk it against Buffalo specifically when you know how that defense is? And then they just took a bad loss. So why putting your... So listen, so they didn't want to put their rookie quarterback in there because they thought about how bad he may look. So they knew they were throwing Mike White to the wolves. And now all of a sudden when he gets chewed up, it's, look how bad the Jets look. Oh, worries me. Oh, all this crap. Wait a minute.
Basura.
This was strategic. You wanted to throw White in there to the wolves just so to protect your rookie quarterback, which we all agreed upon. That was the right move last week. That you should protect him from this Buffalo team. Sit him down. What's the rush? And now when you protect him, and the guy that you used as the human shield,
that's the problem.
Looks like mincemeat, and he gets chewed up. You're like,
oh
my God!
You throw him to the wolves. You throw him to the wolves and deal with it by himself. That's the corny shit that I can't fuck with.
But I'm like, that's what that was. He was there for. He was the human decoy. He was. Can you believe that you're my hero? He was the bodyguard.
Unofficial code for NFL, not for long. They love you 1 minute, they're trying to get rid of you the next.
That is true. So
you were the talk of the town when you busted up Cincinnati and gave them that hot L.
Wait, hold on. Who's playing? Jimmy G or the other guy? Jimmy G. Huh. Okay. Jimmy G do find a way to win games though. He really does. It's ridiculous.
Where's the Jimmy drop?
Well, let's go ahead and get this.
They're busting the Rams up like this. The Jimmy drop is necessary.
No, you are right. I am slipping, but here's a Jimmy joke about your... Oh, man. Sorry he had to switch phones. Don't worry, SB. It's okay because of how I'm doing this today, I'm losing this every hour. So that's the reason why that.
That's because she was calling out to that Jimmy. In that Jimmy. That Jimmy. That Jimmy. That Jimmy.
It should. Tell him the one who made the damn shit.
What was that, SB? But see,
don't get disrespectful.
see,
okay?
but see, here goes. See, SB didn't hear what I just said, and you see, exactly what I was just talking about is exactly what he just said. Nobody said Mike White was the future, but Mike White could have been something to help be part of the future, help push the rookie quarterback, or get him sat down for the rest of this year so that he could watch the game from the bench, so that he got something to be motivated by. So that he can feel slighted, and if he got Aaron Rodgers genes in him, then guess what? We're gonna activate your Aaron Rodgers mode by slighting you like him. That's if he has that in him.
Huge.
But I don't think anybody, like I said, nobody was really calling Mike White the next quarterback for the Jets. But it was pretty to see what he did. I don't think they were. I still don't think they were looking at him as the next quarterback. They would have been. They would have been happy if he ended up being the Kirk Cousins to a RG3 kind of situation, but I still don't think that they was something that they were looking for. It's basically they would, if it happens, and they would embrace it, but they ain't trying to force it on it.
Oh, catch the ball.
But also, as we go back to Mike White, exactly why they didn't start Zach Wilson, for all of the reasons why they didn't start Zach Wilson is exactly how Mike White looked. They didn't want Zach Wilson to look like Mike White in this game because they figured if Zach Wilson struck, because remember, think of all of the things that Buffalo was coming into this game looking like. They just lost. They're a good defense. They're gonna want to make a statement. This is a division rival game. If Zach Wilson would have had these 5 interceptions, I think it was almost 5 interceptions in this game, that would have ruined him. You know how they would have talked about him? But now guess what they're saying? Oh, it's the backup quarterback. Oh, you guys thought the backup quarterback was shit. This is why backup quarterbacks are backup quarterbacks. This is why he was called up and down like 11 times over the last 3 years, because this is the kind of person that he has been. La, 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 la. And this is why you should have. And now the rookie quarterback can come in there and be like, yeah, see, this is my team. See, because he was never worried. To be honest with you, I already said this, SB. I don't believe that he should be started, period, anyway. That's part of the reason why I was happy that Mike White at least looked pretty decent. Actually, why I was a little upset that Mike White looked decent, because automatically, if you saw the game 2 weeks ago, there was 2 quarterbacks that looked better in this offense that wasn't named Zach Wilson. Every quarterback that started in this offense looked better than him. They had that black dude that's like 37 years old that looked better than him. And what was his name? Williams or some shit like that. But they had him looking better than him. Was it Thompson? Johnson? Something like that. Yeah. Whatever. Pause. Right? But Johnson was looking better than him in that game. And so was White. Like, that concerned me more than anything. And then White came back and he had a decent game. I was like, okay, you know what? If White can play good enough to force Zach Wilson to the bench, I'm okay with that. Because I believe that rookie quarterback should be sitting. There aren't many quarterbacks in this league that I would want on my team that did not sit as a rookie. Like you can name me some, but they're the outliers. And it's a lot less of them than there is more of them. So no, I don't. But so in all honesty, the Jets got exactly what they wanted by starting Mike White. They protected their rookie quarterback. It exposed what Mike White really was, and now you get to move forward however the fuck you want. Because now the fan base is no longer gonna be wait a second. The fan base is no longer gonna be hollering for Mike White anymore. What are they doing now? They're salivating for Zach Wilson again, all over again. Guess what they even saying? Hey, I wonder how Joe Flacco looks. See? You see?
Flacco.
But he was alright though. But he, you know. But they don't care about Mike White. No, but see, they don't care about Mike White. Mike White is bait.
Huh?
Yes.
What happened? What's the question? What is the question? Ooh,
Yes.
shit.
You name me how many players did what he did for 5 years from a rookie to his to the year that he signed, to the year that he won the Super Bowl. But he also did it from a rookie. Nobody does that as a I know he had a ridiculous team around him, but I think Joe Flacco makes Hall of Fame. Is football's Hall of Fame that hard? Well, see, okay, what the rest of his yards look like? Completion percentage and the rest and his touchdown, because
It's not even that, dog. Like, they won that Super Bowl in 2012. Okay. So Flacco came in this league in 2008. So right now he's the young buck. When they won that Super Bowl, the leadership of Ray and Ed dipped. So by that point, it's here. This is on you now. Take what we learned and take it to the next level.
he made some passes, man. He was making some passes. I can
year,
vividly remember his Super Bowl run.
The
Like
next
those passes
year,
he was making.
the next year missed the playoffs. 2014,
and he went to
lose.
bed.
2014, lose to Brady in that playoff game.
He nailed it in after that. He really
through the game ending. Through the game-ending interception. No, it's not even the fact that he lost. He threw the game-ending interception.
But also, yeah, no.
20.
So,
Don't do that.
no,
Don't do that. Because
say-
they had two 14-point leads in that game.
I'm gonna say,
and they choked that.
okay, you know what? I'm gonna agree with you guys and say no. I wouldn't be surprised if they put him in, but I think
it's gonna take about 20 years.
I don't know how long it's gonna take, but that's why I first said yes. But the way that he nailed in the second, the last 2/3 of his career is really disgusting. It really is.
Very.
Like those first 5 years, you were on okay. Based off his first 5 years, he was on a Hall of Fame trajectory.
Guess how old he is right now?
So he said he came out in 2008. That was 13 years ago. So he's 33? 32?
36. He's 36. But remember, we're 3 years removed from him losing his job in Baltimore. So at that time, he's 33. What Hall of Fame quarterback is losing their job due to performance at 33 years old?
I'm sold. Listen, you guys convinced me. I retract my original vote. I'm flipping the switch. I just flipped the switch. Flip the switch.
But
I wouldn't be surprised.
Eli Manning didn't even go out like that, and people are questioning if he is Hall of Fame bound.
Listen,
And he's got two of them
if
things.
Joe Flacco goes in, then Eli Manning is a first ballot.
First ballot. What are we talking about?
I don't have Joe Flacco's numbers. Oh, so you want to give me some numbers? Okay, give me. You're coming in a little bit muffled now, but go ahead and whenever you're ready, SB, go ahead and shoot me those numbers. We can hear you. We got you good. And where is he? Okay, so where does those numbers rank him at all time? Do you have that by any chance? What do you say? Oh.
My thing is, here's the serious question. Can you write the story of the National Football League without Joe Flacco and feel like you're missing something?
Yes, you can write it without him, and no, you won't feel like you're missing anything.
Okay then.
Because the emphasis is going to be on that Baltimore team and Lewis and everybody else, and
so that answers the question right there, whether he's Hall of Fame bound or not.
yeah.
Eli Manning, you can't write
you
the
can't-
history. You can't write the history of the NFL
You
and
can't.
omit
Yo.
Eli Manning. Oh damn, 49ers scored again.
Listen. 14th all time in Pat. 14th?
49ers
Wait,
giving
what?
it to him.
Joe Flacco is weird. He's 19th all time in passing yards.
The game, you know the game has changed. Come on now.
Wait, 19th?
You know the game has evolved and changed all the time.
Okay.
Like you telling me he has more passing yards than Terry Bradshaw. They weren't throwing the ball like that at that time.
Okay, well, I mean,
Even Elway.
when you say it like that, like, okay.
Come on
yeah,
now.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a different game. B. No.
Like, when you hear 19, that's impressive.
No. Here's
When you say he got more yards than
listen.
Terry Bradshaw, you're like, yeah,
Listen.
but you ain't that nice.
Listen. Here's perfect perspective on it, right? Last night, Mahomes goes 35 for 50 for 405 and 5 touchdowns. There was a time where numbers like that you get in 2 games, not 1.
SB kind of feel like how I feel when you just hear he's 19. Like, I'm objectively impressed, but still shocked. And we know he ain't. And we know he ain't before. Cause you realize
At all.
Eli Manning has a guy that probably has the best catch ever, one of the greatest catches ever in a Super Bowl, and that guy never played another snap of football after that.
Mm.
And that same guy still pays for nothing in New York City.
Okay.
He's like, I don't need another contract a day in my
Okay.
life. I can be homeless.
Okay.
I can eat good forever.
Okay.
Somebody will let me stay on their couch.
Okay.
For 15 years, David Tyree has been
Still
living
eating
good.
and living good.
Listen, he's neighbors with Delonte West, and he's doing 10 times better.
Word. Word.
Like, oh man, I
Listen,
would get that tattooed
shit-
on my ass cheek. Like, I said, you understand? Like, I'll have a mural on my chest, like of my own catch.
You know, you just said ass cheek though. That's different.
I was just being obscure. Yeah, I heard. Listen, because if you're him, all you gotta do is just keep go to car dealerships, go to insurance companies. Like, you know how many commercials you should have, like in New York City? Like, stop it right now. Like,
Oh, he's still making crazy money off it.
you know, Eli Manning
Or
calls.
whenever it's the week before Super Bowl week, when they start playing all the classic Super Bowls and whatnot.
That's actually what I really want to hear. Is that Eli Manning calls him every week to check, just to check up on him. Like, hey, how you doing? Everything's okay? Do you need anything? You know what I mean? Can I refill your commissary? You know,
Fuck it.
Not saying he's
They
locked
need
up,
to get
but
Baby
any kind of
Kyrie
commissary
on the
he
Manning
has,
shit.
Like, he's like,
They
yo, can I
need to-
refill your?
They need to get David Tyree
Oh,
on the
no,
man and
listen.
shit. On the Eli and Peyton Monday Night Football
Listen,
shit.
nobody's talking about Cheddar Bob. Sorry, we ain't mentioning no Plexico Burrows today.
Lord.
For real.
Well, Plaxico Burress is throwing the first pitches for the Mets games.
Now, unfortunately, because of the technical difficulty, I don't have this. But I'm gonna tell you, like David Tyree, like it's him and that catch is gonna go down in history, almost and like in cinematic or not cinematic, but let's call it the metaverse, right? Like when Superman returns, because when Superman returns, everybody feels safe.
I'm back!
When Superman returns, little kids are at joy. Grown men got a role model. There's women fainting in the street like Michael Jackson just looked at them from upstage. Like, you understand? I'm back! And I'm happy. I'm so happy to see Cam Newton back on a team. And as much as I feel like he should feel a little slighted that Cameron even let him go in the first place, but man, I'm back home. I'm back like I never left. It's like, you know what? It's like I went on a sabbatical. I went to go sow my royal oats, and now I'm back in Zamunda where I
The
belong.
prodigal son returns.
We got another caller. We got Ricky Henderson calling to the Mighty Sports Podcast. What's going on, Ricky? We just lost him. It was really good to see Cam Newton back. Obviously, Cam Newton. Couple of things. Whoa, Cam.
Huh?
I don't care about next week. Right
I'm
now,
saying.
it's all about this. Who cares about next week? We don't care about next week. This week, Cam Newton is start. He already played. He got it. He did his Cam Newton things. He passed for a touchdown. He ran for a touchdown. He ripped off his helmet. He took a 15-yard penalty to go ahead and let the whole entire world know. In case you were unaware of my presence, I am back. And Cam, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
See, games like this from Stafford make me wonder if these niggas really gonna do something. This is a boob. Telling you, Stafford.
Is that their DC or OC? Good. Who's that for for San Fran? Is that their DC or their OC?
DC.
Oh yeah, look at all the defensive players they're mentioning. It has to be. Oh, so that's who replaced Al Salah?
Yeah.
So Rex Ryan is going after Al Salah.
Listen, man. I know it's your first year, but god damn. You got 2 wins that are like, damn, those are lit. But some of these L's, you're not even in the game.
The Jets have
That's an indictment on coaching too.
that is the indictment on coaching. The Jets have taken some of the worst L's in history.
Worst.
I
L's.
think this 4
Like,
game
I have 54-13,
45
45-17, 45-30. Even though it really wasn't that, it was a couple bullshit touchdowns at the end of the game.
This is the most points put up on a Jets team in a 4-game span since like 1968 or some dumb
Since
shit.
ever. 162. Or was it 175? One of the two. Either way, it's ridiculous.
175. Cam Newton's back.
Exactly.
And
Let's talk positive. Love to see it.
and the
Cam.
thing about it,
Love to
do you
see
remember
it,
how
Cam.
do you remember how we broke down Cam Newton's schedule, the Carolina schedule when it was with Sam Darnold?
Mm-hmm.
Now, really imagine that schedule with Cam Newton, because
I know Washington's coming up. I know the Dolphins are coming up.
Washington's had a good win this week.
Washington had a great win. Washington sunned Tampa.
No.
When you go 10 and a half minutes to literally end the game and you put the nail in it with a TD.
Listen, what's
Free Heinekens for Taylor Heineke in Washington, D.C.
a 10-minute drive, a 10-minute drive.
Tampa Bay offense was just hoping the penetration was going to stop at some point, but nah, Taylor Heineke was going all night long on them.
He must have got himself some blue chew.
He got some blue chew.
Cause that penetration didn't stop at
That
all.
penetration did not stop.
Yo, listen, why you think I call them Washington team? Why you think I?
The what the fuck team?
Why you think I called? What was that, SB? But listen, we call the Washington team. We call it Washington team football because that's what we call them. We call them WTF. Or if you want me to give them a real name, I call them the Washington whatchamacallits.
Well, one thing I will say for Tom's defense, some of these motherfuckers gotta catch the ball. My God. That what's it called? Number one on Tampa Bay. Listen, that nigga is not seeing the field the rest of the season, yo. Oh my goodness. One of the interceptions is on his head. I think he fumbled twice.
Ah, damn, I missed the work. Shit. Damn it. Okay. So, have you guys been hearing about Rex Ryan's talk about the Jets head coach? And he's not. It's a weird. It's a weird. I don't want to say it's a weird take. Because he's not. He is definitely holding his feet to the fire. I see what you did there, SB. Listen. He's definitely holding his feet to this fire. But what, more than anything, he may be putting his feet in his mouth because he's calling out the head coach for the New York Jets, and he's saying that, don't ever consider that they call this guy similar to me or the next me, but this guy's nothing like me. La 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 la. I didn't have these kind of problems. La la la. And I'm like, yeah, you did it, but they also built a way better team around you.
But he produced with that team.
He did produce with that team. 2
AFC Championship games
but
to start it off.
It was a much better team that he had. He had a team with a great offensive line, a great defensive line. They had a great corner.
Darling, should the New York Jets, with the roster that they have, be 2-7 with some of these embarrassing losses?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Not at all.
Thank you.
Actually, more than anything, okay. If you want to hear, you have to put your headphones in. What's that? What's that, SB?
My regular headphones or?
Yeah, that's what
Headphones.
That's if you want to hear.
Downstairs.
I actually thought there were a lot more winnable games, even when I first saw their initial record.
Plugins or?
No, like your regular ones, whatever you have for your phone.
You use for your phone.
And then I call it and shit.
I'm sorry, SB? I had it with a possible much better record than that. I had them possibly getting to like 6 wins. And
the Panthers week 1, that's a winnable game. Playing the Broncos, you got 26-0. That's what you give me, son.
And I thought the Denver Broncos was a winnable game.
You lost to the Falcons by 7.
That should have been a winnable game.
Both times you saw the Patriots, you get smoked. The second time, ooh, We're not even gonna go there.
Now, initially when I did my rankings, I called the Patriots winnable games.
But right now, with those motherfuckers is looking,
but
and it's disgusting.
I should have ultimately gave Bill Belichick more discount against rookie quarterbacks and knocked both of them off.
Fuck the rookie. I'm at this point where it comes to Bill Belichick in terms of other QBs.
You know,
if you're not an elite quarterback, I'm automatically taking the Patriots.
Yo, can we talk about that for a little bit? Because there's a lot of shit talk, or there was a lot of shit talk. This pass me that tray, or put it underneath that round table, on that stool underneath the round table. There was a lot of shade being thrown Bill Belichick's way when Tom Brady was starting off on fire.
To hear. That is.
Right? There was a lot of shade being thrown Tom Brady's way.
Ooh, you mean Bill Belichick's way?
Bill Belichick's way, sorry. I apologize. You know what happens. I get confused sometimes because
I'm from New York, and you know what? Tom Brady's a fucking bitch.
My bad.
If you watch
Where the bread at, Tom Brady? I need some bread, nigga. He owes me.
Hey, with the bread.
If you see the video, it is, for one, if you not from New York, you will be like, yo, why you niggas mad aggressive for?
Mark, you have to mute your mic. You have to mute your mic. Okay. There you go. And then you just listen. So you can hear SB and everything else like that. Okay, gotcha.
Because I hear it twice.
Well, that's what was happening a while ago. That's okay. Oh, what was going on? Well,
Because we talking and then they picks it
I
up
forgot
late.
that y'all catching that too. Listen, man, it's how we have to work things today.
We having some
I'm having some major
equipment
Technical difficulties.
As soon as this podcast is done, I'm gonna have to like reboot the whole entire laptop. But I couldn't reboot it before then because I was like, I have no clue when it's gonna be back up, so I couldn't take that risk. But it needs some massive work. I think it just needs
I need
a replacement.
I need power for the fizz zone.
Power?
Fizzle?
Yeah,
Uh,
charger.
Oh shit.
My shit's like at 1%.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
You ain't listen. There's no hope for you.
Yeah.
Ain't no love.
No, I think that'll actually work.
No, this one does work.
I think that'll actually
But
work
where's
because
the-
I know I've used.
Oh, you put it on there.
But I don't know where the plug is, man.
It's attached to this thing over here.
Run, Stafford, run!
It's over here.
Oh, Nick, this nigga here.
Not this one?
That's an iPhone charger.
Oh, I'm good.
Oh, then just use the iPhone charger. Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. I thought you needed. I'm over here thinking that you needed a Droid. You know what I mean? My bad.
Nah, man.
So there was a lot of shade being thrown Bill Belichick's way when Tom Brady started off hot this season.
Foolishness.
And a lot of the talk was, see, who was it? I guess it really was Tom Brady. And because New England was struggling. But as I'm watching New England this year, right? They're 5-4, I think, right now, right?
6.
6-4 now, right? Yeah.
I was ready to run out of here, bro.
You know, Sugars was there. He's just sort of body move. So, and because, like I said, Tom, like their team was kind of struggling. New England was kind of struggling, and Tampa Bay was doing great. But then, as I've watched New England this year, right, and before they got to 6-4, like, still when their record was 5-4, I'm looking at them like, well, one thing is staying true. He's not letting any rookie quarterbacks beat him, right? He's taking care of those motherfuckers easily, solidly.
Light work.
And then, like you said, if you're not elite, if you're an average quarterback, if you still kind of haven't seen everything out there, or you don't know how to adjust everything, he's still out there taking apart your weaknesses. Or taking away your strengths and leaving you with your weaknesses. Like, he has you over here like the scarecrow. He's making you see your worst fears, your worst nightmares out there.
This is because everybody, remember, last year, everybody opted out.
Mm-hmm.
So he had a horrible year. Everybody talked shit. Over the summer, they spent how many mils to get all these players? They came in, they weren't so, like connected. And then, after a month, 2 months, now they balling.
Well, they're doing what Bill Belichick always does. All
They
these
don't give a damn
all
about
these so-so
September,
quarter.
October. They worry about November, December.
Yeah. And again, one thing of consistency that we can see, the problems that Matt Jones had in game 1, game 2, game 3, game 4, he doesn't have in game 5, game 6, game 7. Actually, the problems he has in game 1, he don't have in game 2. And then
Exactly.
when he corrects them in game 2, whatever problems that come up in game 2, he corrects it by game 3. Or at least definitely by game 4. You can see, but this has always been a Bill Belichick thing. I remember what early in the games when Bill Belichick's teams used to have a problem with the screen pass in week 2. By week 10, they're masters of the screen game. There's no more drops. And we're seeing that same formula being installed in this quarterback. We are actually seeing twice now how to build a quarterback 101. More than anything else. Regardless if you like him or you hate him. You are literally seeing how to build a quarterback. All this shit you want to talk about Bill Belichick or trying to imitate his demeanor or his style or how to build a quarterback 101. And the bad thing about it, you hear everybody talk about how they do it and nobody tries to do it.
B, you want to know what makes that even worse? We're talking over 20 years of development.
And he's about to run it back.
He did it in 01, doing it 20 years later.
With the
What
same,
was that Jay-Z
with the
line?
same formula.
Everybody talking like what was that Jay-Z song? He's like he said some shit like, well, if you made Hov, then make another one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm definitely seeing, hey, if you made Tom Brady, then make another one. I'm making another one. While Tom Brady had to go to the most loaded team of all time, where Jameis Winston even managed to throw 30 touchdowns in. And he didn't even have all of the pieces that Tom Brady had. Bill Belichick over there working with peanuts. And he's making smooth peanut butter. Not the chunky shit. Smooth, creamy. Pause. Peanut butter.
Major pause.
You gotta hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. It's okay. We gonna be ending on time anyway. Like, we have about like 20 more minutes after the podcast. So we got the Jets out there crashing. Superman returned to Carolina, and which is, can I tell you, I don't have the sounder for it, but it is definite. Like, as I was thinking about Cam Newton returning, I was just thinking, this is definitely my love to see it moment of the week. Love to see it moment of the year, possibly. If I have to comprise a list, like if we have to comprise, we may have to start doing that. All of your love to see it moments, this may take the cake. Because it was the one, when I was doing the formula in my head, of trying to think, remember we kept on trying to think of all the places that Cam Newton could go to? I never once felt like he could go back home. And I don't know if I was just looking at the schematics, and also I'm from that era. You say you can never go back home, but you always hear that when you're back home. Back. Yo, I felt that when he yelled that shit. I felt that. I'm gonna take this 15-yard penalty. I don't care.
Don't give a damn. That shit didn't even matter
The
anyway.
referee should've let that shit slide.
They beat Arizona so bad.
Yo,
Oh my goodness.
Can I tell you there was a couple, none of us did our picks this week, right? But can I tell you I'm glad we didn't do our picks this week because
Yeah, I would have had some L's.
I would have had an L for the Miami game. Because I would have reached for that Baltimore-Miami game.
Oh, man. Real quick, I have to say this. Because I thought going into the game, Baltimore would wipe the floor with them. But then, I kid you not, it's 7:45, 7:50. And in my sports betting group chat, somebody dropped the Ravens. Y'all boys guess the percentage in terms of how many people not only took the Ravens to win, but took the Ravens to cover the 8.5 point spread. I said, 71%. Bro came in there and said 96%. I immediately went over and put $300 on the Dolphins to win. Because I'm like, prime time game. They.
But you know, we've been saying
They
this on
gonna
the
put that
podcast. Like,
call.
yo, anytime we see numbers get that ridiculous,
Go the opposite
way.
Go the opposite way.
For some reason,
They're
we don't know
not-
why, but we said it. You win at least 78% of the time, and that's me lowballing it because I don't want to put it at a higher number. Because I think it's a lot higher than that.
Cause man, 96. I was like, ain't no way in hell Vegas or the government is gonna let 96% of people rip money away from them because they won betting.
So, since we're talking about betting, right, and investments, a little, I want to thank you guys out there that's been ordering your Blue Chew. The latest order of Blue Chew that I went from the first time I put in getting a 6-pack. I think the second time I put it in, I was able to get like a 17-pack, and now a full 34-pack, folks. That's the most that you can get at a time. They had to reevaluate my file. They had to reevaluate my file. Like, hey, is everything okay over there? So thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Yeah, because we've been handing them shits out like they've been bubble gum. So thank everybody that's been ordering. Your orders have not gone to waste. A lot more people is going to be able to benefit from all of your lovely donations. Ooh, I want some pistachios now.
Ooh, damn.
I was fucking up some pistachios in Colorado. Yo, I forgot. I think I have a homeboy. I have somebody that just went to Colorado. Or is in Colorado now. Oh, I think it's Lewis's girl's brother or whatever. So his brother-in-law. And they're in Colorado. I'm like, yo, can I tell you that Colorado may be my next to favorite place in the United States to go visit to. And it's weird because before I even been there, I had deemed it my favorite place to go vacation just because they had, they had made the weed friendly laws, and also because back then, because of the Alps, the snow, the snow. The snow slides, whatever. What the fuck? Slopes. The slopes. There we go. Right. So, like that was always the two things. I was like, okay, what the fuck is that called up there? What am I thinking of? What is it called? Up there, there's the snow area. What is it called? What is it called? What is it called?
Like the ski lines, whatever.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a famous area. What is it called in Colorado? What is that area called? Aspen? Aspen, Colorado? Is that it?
Yeah.
The Alps? Is it Aspen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Aspen.
Okay, yeah. So because of that shit, like I always wanted to go to that shit and see the Alps. You know what I mean? And go on the seasons, like the slopes and shit like that. But then going to Colorado, period, and seeing the city life and also seeing that mountain life and walking through the city like it was New York, but then also being able to go jet skiing through the fucking mountains. You know what I mean? Like, that shit is... Sorry, jet skiing. Snowmobiling. You guys know what I mean. The thing about it, ain't nobody coming to me. I just like... Y'all knew exactly what I mean. Right? Like, that shit is really fucking fun. So, it was someplace that was already on my list. And then once I went there, I'm like, yeah, you lived up to everything I wanted you to be. And most places usually don't live up to the hype. But so far, Vegas lived up to the hype. St. Louis didn't live up to the hype.
I believe that.
And Denver lived up to the hype. And I don't know if there's any hype in Kentucky, but it lives up to its lack of hype. Indiana, kind of the same thing too. Y'all niggas is whack. Where else? But no, it's definitely a vibe. Like it's such a vibe, and I tell everybody you should go there. It should definitely go there. Like I would love to make it a place that I go every 1 or 2 years. To be honest with you.
I can't believe the Rams is getting beat down like this.
See, games like this, I have to chalk it up to a division loss.
To division loss.
Like to the division Twilight Zone kind of shit.
Everybody talking about these niggas, and then you go see a division opponent like, bitch, we still know you.
Yeah, like the night that you get Odell Beckham, yeah, exactly. Like
We still know you. We still know exactly what you're gonna run. You just added a dynamic piece to it.
And it's funny too because you said that I think earlier you said that this was just a game of will, basically. And that's exactly what division rivalry games end up usually being. It like if you know what I'm talking about, if you're a fan of the teams that Baltimore and Pittsburgh are in, even the Giants in Washington, and to some extent sometimes even the Jets division, like and as you can see the Rams and Arizona division as well too, right? They're rough. Mm-hmm. Like these are some smash mouth. Like these are those games that they call smash mouth games. This is where they get the word smash mouth from. Like these games.
The only good thing for me as a fan, when one of these good teams get their butts kicked like this, all right, when I go next week for betting, all right, the Rams took an L this week. Put that. Listen, B, when I played my ticket for Sunday, I was like, okay, the Bills lost to Jacksonville. They gonna whoop the Jets' ass.
And yo, wasn't the spread
Cowboys?
like
The Cowboys got their butts kicked. They gonna whoop some ass.
the Jets Dolphins spread? Wasn't it like 12 points?
Which one?
The Jets and Bills game.
14.
Okay, I knew it was more. I knew it was gonna require 2 touchdowns. I wasn't sure if it was exactly 2 touchdowns or not. And they covered the fuck out of it.
They covered the motherfucker out of that shit.
Like that was ridiculous. Even when I saw that, I was like, damn. But let me tell you how I broke that down because I heard about it, and I was like, 14 points. That's a lot. I'm like, the Jets could cover that. I'm sorry. Like, you ain't that damn bad. And then I really thought about it, and I was like, well, is it unfathomable that even if the Jets are looking good, that they lose by 2 touchdowns? And I'm like, can I see them losing 21-35? I'm like, very easily. Actually, I can see them losing 21-42. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, they'll cover that shit.
It's gonna get ugly. They lost to Jacksonville, B.
It was worse.
Only scored 6 points too.
It was worse.
So I said, oh, Bills a lock, not to win, but to cover.
And now you see all the reasons why they didn't want to play Zach Wilson this game. But yet, when everybody knew this was going to come up and why they did this, now that it's actually happened, and the person that they threw to the slaughterhouse gets slaughtered, now all of a sudden it's like, hey, why did you make him get slaughtered? Like, well, you knew he was the sacrificial lamb.
Yeah.
Because we didn't want this happening to Zach Wilson. We didn't want Zach Wilson facing a Buffalo team after he just took a badass loss to a young-ass quarterback. Man.
I just wish the damn Rams had a game next week. They won bye week. I'd have been like, Rams lock. All I know is next week, Buccaneers lock.
Based off the fact that we have 18 weeks now, right?
Cardinals, if they get Murray, lock.
Is there any reason why after a team plays a Monday night game they shouldn't have a bye week?
You know what? You have a great point there, sir.
Like, I understand that you probably couldn't work into the equation before, but now, like after
Monday, yeah, give my bye week.
And then also,
but here's the thing now. You'd have to take Monday Night Football and turn it into how Thursday Night Football is. And get everybody a chance to be on Monday Night Football. There are certain teams we do not need to see on Monday Night Football. Because think about it, there are teams who've been on Monday Night Football so far, and I know a few who've been on there twice. We can't give them 2 bye weeks.
Because I was like, yo, give me Tampa Bay on Monday, get them a bye week, and then give me them again on Thursday.
But like I'm saying, then now how you do the national TV thing on Monday night, you have to alter that. Because like I said, there are teams that I know for a fact who've been on Monday Night Football twice.
Yeah, so that's right.
Shoot. The Giants are going to be on Monday Night Football. So when they play this next Monday, it'll be their second time on Monday Night Football.
This week?
This
year, I mean?
Yeah. Kansas City a couple weeks ago. It's the New York. It's the power of New York. It's the New York
so
market.
fucking lucky.
It's the New York
Like we
market.
are lucky. We really are. Like we, as New Yorkers, we really are lucky because like we get.
That's why it's a damn shame these teams can't hold up their end of the bargain.
You know, because we
Shit, what's
we
it called?
get some-
The Raiders played 2 Monday Night Football games within the first 4 weeks of the season.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, that trust me, it's a great idea though. But if we do that, we open up the can of worms to have
Everybody has
to have. I need to see some of these laughable Thursday night football games that can. Yeah, where we got? Imagine watching the Broncos and Browns on Monday Night Football.
But see, I think
The Jaguars and Bengals on Monday Night Football.
I saw your response. Finally. Shit. Shit. More than recorded. You know. You have the micro.
like the interrogate. You had the interrogation.
You know, you have the
office.
micro. You know, have the micromanager in the office. The one that be like this.
Fuck
When you
that.
working.
Like I said, you in the interrogation room.
Oh man. Yo. We got about like 7 minutes left of the podcast. I thought it was gonna be a short podcast based on technical difficulty. I really don't want to extend this. I feel mad uncomfortable. Like, and it's really weird because this is kind of how I started off the podcast. But now that I've progressed so far from this, I feel uncomfortable in this space. I'm like, I feel cheap and dirty. Well, yo, this is how I started. People don't understand. I keep telling you. I remember recording the podcast in my car on the way to work, and you can still hear, and you can hear my dog tags jingling in the background. Like I was when they listening back to them, like, yo, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh, that's my dog tag. I'm like, what the fuck is that damn noise? Because my dog, like them, they're background noise to me now. I don't even notice them. Like it takes other people to notice them for me to notice them, kind of shit. Like they're always there. And yeah. In those first early podcasts, go back in season 1 and go back to season 1 where you go to him. He's talking about that Phoenix shit because that shit is for real. Baker Mayfield.
Oh.
Do we have time to talk about Baker Mayfield? Should we just save him till Wednesday? God,
boy.
just when I ain't gonna lie, Baker Mayfield's that dude that you regret giving credit to every time.
I'm telling you.
He really is.
You know, I heard the.
Did he come back into that? I heard.
No,
I
he
didn't watch the
come back.
game,
He didn't come
and
back.
I heard he got.
He didn't come back.
He didn't come back.
He didn't come back. He didn't come back.
What's wrong with him?
He got his feelings hurt on one hit. Judon came through free on a blitz, gave him one good pop on the rib area. Down for the count.
I'm gonna tell you this though.
Let me tell you something.
He'll try to play. I'll give him that though. He got guts. Baker Mayfield does have guts. He would try to play if he can. I feel like, because he's still trying to get this bag. Once he gets that bag, he made Joe Flacco the rest of his career. But he's trying to get that first bag. Players are trained to get the first bag and then do whatever you want to do with the rest of your career.
Baker Mayfield is killing me though. Like, it's comical at this point, B. I heard the funniest shit. I heard the Cleveland Browns like, oh yeah, we got all these people out. We want to see Baker Mayfield come out and be the reason we win this game. We want him to go out there, show he can make all the throws and win this game. Person said, yeah. You know who also thought the same thing? Who wanted Baker Mayfield to do the same thing? The Patriots. And Belichick. On that note, one more time, say it with me now. Baker Mayfield is not that guy. Cut it.
Sorry, B. I tried. Honest. All the bandwidth in the world couldn't keep me contained. No lag. No lag.
Somebody said,
Go Gonna share my talents with Podbean Live.
And I was like,
Always knew I'd take the pod
hey,
there.
Fox, bro.
Just a lot later than a lot of listeners thought.
He said, yeah.
Last of the
By
real
halftime I came in
gap.
that chat like,
Well, maybe not the
Chad?
last.
Browns?
Munchkin
So, yeah.
got good mic skills.
I
You
didn't think Mac Jones.
improve
Mac Jones was the
my
reason they lost.
team
or won this game.
podcaster.
Bill Belichick is still that
Party
motherfucker.
down
That's what
now.
it is.
That's a fact.
But
Last call for drinks.
See, look at that shit. See,
Bars closed.
this is what I mean, again, like, I can't get shit done today.
Heard the casino got a buffet breakfast. Don't wanna go
Hey, you know
far.
what kind of day I had?
Yeah,
Like, I was.
Wow.
I called you. It was 6:40 something.
Tired,
And
B.
you said you still had to go down to
Tired.
Hollywood before coming here.
Hey, just
MyT.
sports.
So that's why I was like, oh no, because I know good and damn well if I came in from work and my shit doing